Hi everybody, it's Chris here. Sorry it's been so long, but I've been busy the past few weeks with the Speed of Sight crew, and we've had the Markham Carnival and we've had our first track day this Monday, so my apologies for being missing in action. But check out the new togs. What do you think? Pretty slick, eh guys? The blind wood turner, that's me. So what I'm going to do today is I've got this little piece of, let's see if I can remember, Goncalo Alves. So I've got it mounted on the faceplate there ready. So what I'm going to do is make a little bowl and try some more texturing, but on something a bit more elaborate than just the coaster that I had a first go on. So that's the project for today. Little bowl with some texturing so it's more tactile for me. So I'll get you into position and we'll carry on from there. Let's get this remote the right way up. Okay everybody, it's back on the lathe now, and I'm just going to measure it for myself really and anybody that's
4 inches.
So it's 4 inches in diameter. That's just
2 inches.
And it's 2 inches thick. So once I've whittled that down to a form that is round and balanced, it'll be a little less than that obviously. So I'm just going to get my tool rest in place there now. So I'll be back in a second when I've got my face shield on. Okay, face shield on, nose clothing. Let's just make sure the speed's right down at its slowest. So I'm going to be using the carbide cutters here just to true it up. Let's right, and that's the round one. So let's just where. Okay, so if I turn that speed up and off we go. Start truing it up now. Speed it up a bit. Okay, so I've trued up the outside edge, so I'm just going to move things around now and get ready for truing the face up. So if I just slacken that off and move it round. Now that I did put a little indent with my tailstock just to let me find centre. So that feels about right there. So if I just lock that in place now, make sure everything's secure. I'll just move that back a bit. Can hear Conway in the background. The K9 chorus. Rightio. So off we go. So it's going to be running now quite fast. It's balanced. Just need to true this face up. So Right, I've just brought the tailstock up, and just to remind you what I use, I bring the tailstock up, and the live centre goes through this little hole in the middle, and it's held against the work, and then while it's spinning I just score on the outside of this wooden disc, and it gives me my outside line for my mortise. So what I need to do now is get turning and create the mortise itself. So I'm going to use the square scraper now. Just check that it's on centre. Up it a little bit, I think. That might be too much now, but no, I think we're good. I think we're good. Rightio. I want to be starting about there. Move that tool rest in a little bit. Start her again. Right everybody, I'm going to start shaping it into some bowliness now. So round cutter. So I'm just going to start bringing this, I'll just tilt it a little bit. How does that feel? Right, so I'm going to be running at about 2000 RPM, and I'm just going to start knocking this corner off now. Get my bearings. Rightio. Gently. Bringing this around. Yeah, so I've had a feel of that now, and I'm happy with the shape. So I'm just going to take some light passes, just some shearing cuts really, and get it smoother for sanding. So let's just nice and gentle. Yeah, it's a lot better now. A lot of them tooling marks have gone there, so let's just bring her around nice and gentle. Ever so gentle. Much better that. Right, so what I'm going to do now folks is sand this up, and then we're going to get to the fun part, and I'm going to texture it on the outside. So I'll be back after I've sanded it. Okay, so I've sanded this now, this pot thing, up to 600, but there's still a little bit of tear out on it, but I'm not bothered because I'm going to try and sort of like really go to town with the texturing. So I've got the texturing tool here again, the knurled pin away from the wood to give you more room, and the bevel of the cutter facing the wood. And so I'm just going to start the lathe up. In fact, if I just go straight on there, just stop that. Right, so I've got a lovely little circle there. Yeah, that feels good, so happy with that. So if I just do this now, right everybody, if memory serves me right now, I've put on a texturing wheel, not a spiraling wheel. So I'm going to just lift the tool rest up a bit. Now what I'm gonna try now is first finding my tool, right, and then I'm gonna try moving the cutter across as I'm actually using it. So let's just feel how that's going. Well, something's happening, but it's quite tough. So I shall carry on. Press harder. Push the button properly. Okay, so I've given it a burnish and I've got some Danish oil here now, so I'm just going to pour some of that onto the bristles and give this a doing. So just applying it with a brush to get into all that texturing. I gave it a good shake. Right everybody, this is what I've ended up with here now on the outside. So you've got the spiral pattern in the base, in the mortise, and then you've got the little spiral around this first curve part, and then I did some, hope the camera's picking it up, did some texturing and just put a line above and below. So that's still got the faceplate attached, of course. So that's it for the outside. on with the inside and on with the show. So I'll turn this off and get set up to do the inside. Okay everybody, I've got the bowl reversed now and I've got the tool rest set at the right height. So what I need to do now is start hollowing the inside out. So if I just get my parting tool, give myself a place to start from. That'll do. I feel now. Bear with me folks, I'm just trying to... That's a square cutter, so if I just... Set myself down a bit there now. Okay everybody, so I'm happy with the depth and the shape inside now. So what I'm going to do is just have a go with my scraper and just just lift it up a bit, I think. Have a go with my scraper and just clean up the inside of that if I can. Well, here we go. Put the face shield back on. Make sure it's the right way up. Okay, welcome back everybody. It's sanded up to 600 now inside, and I've got my texturing tool and I'm going to put a bit of texture inside. The reason for doing this is because I can. So, and if we choose to put something in this like potpourri or whatever, and when you throw it out, the wife will always have something there. A nice little design inside, so I'm just going to put a nice little design, so I'll just turn the speed down. Just apply pressure. Pressing reasonably firmly, and I'm keeping it there for quite a while now just to get that pattern really well defined. So let's just take that off now. Now that's left an absolutely super mark. That's quite good. Yes. So now I think if I just get my parting tool and just put a mark there, I shall stop that. About there. Okay everybody, so here's the completed bowl now. It's got a spiral and a couple of rings in the middle. I'll get some close-ups in a sec. And this is the outside. You getting that? Hopefully you are. Texture on the outside around this corner here and in the base. So yeah, I went deeper into the world of texturing now. So it's a Goncalo Alves bowl, and it's been sanded up to 600, and then it's had a couple of coats of Danish oil. So I'll just put the camera on and close up now, so hopefully you can see that in better detail. I hope you're getting that. So there you have it, my little 4-inch Goncalo Alves untextured bowl. So what I'm going to do now is I shall put the camera back on the tripod and we'll finish up. Okay everybody, so there you have it. There's my bowl. I had a lot of fun with this, really enjoyed it, loving the feel of the texturing, and that's the big reason why I'm going to venture quite heavily into texturing. It's a lot of fun to do, it's pretty easy, and it gives a piece a completely new appearance and, for me, touch. So I mean, I'm there holding it, and there's something, instead of it just being a nice shaped little bowl, there's a lot going on now for me from a sensory point. There's texture inside, on the outside, underneath, so I can feel that and touch it and build a picture, a mental picture of what's going on. So absolutely brilliant. So I'd just like to say, if you're an existing subscriber, hello, welcome. It's great to have you back. If you're a new subscriber, you are more than welcome, and it's greatly appreciated you clicking on that subscribe button. And what have I got to do now? I've got some more pens to turn for the speed of sight, and that's what I'll be doing. But I think my next video I want to do is a stab at an off-center goblet. So that's what I'd like to have a go at. Just this very simple off-center goblet. I've listened to a couple of ways, and I think I could do it, and it's one of them you don't know till you try. So anyway everybody, thanks for popping by, thanks for the subscriptions, thanks for all the lovely comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because it keeps us going, keeps us motivated, and you'll be notified of all my new uploads. And don't forget to comment and share and hit the like button. So now all that remains is to see if I can get this remote working. So goodbye everybody.